So this is Destroyer, the U-boat hunter, and tutorial it is. So why is this not even picking up right now?
The Battle of the Atlantic took place in the 1940s. During that time, most U-boats were still diesel-electric, and so could not stay submerged for prolonged periods of time. Therefore, you're very likely to detect them on the surface using radar before they close in for the attack. Once a U-boat submerges, you can no longer detect it using radar, and you will have to use sonar instead. Unlike radar, the sonar of the 1940s had to be pointed in the appropriate direction in order to detect the enemy. Bear that in mind when you lose radar contact with the enemy, and, most importantly, remember this. Radar works only for surface contacts, while sonar works only for submerged contacts. Last but not least, the 1940 sonar also has a dead zone right under your destroyer, which is crucial to remember. The most important thing you need to understand, however, is that everything at sea is ruled by the compass. Consequently, every instrument, report, and command also refers to it. It works just like the clock, with 000 or 360 at the top, 090 on the right, 180 at the bottom, and 270 on the left. These three-digit codes are called bearings.
Well, that's an unfortunate angle on that water.
Cardinal points. 000 or 360 is the north, 090 is the east, 180 is the south, and 270 is the west.
Seeing behind the curtain on the wave texture detail.
It means that it is located east of our position. This system allows the crew to quickly exchange information regarding where the enemy has been detected, what course to take, and so on. Once you understand it, it quickly becomes second nature. In summary, the most important information for you will always be the position of the currently tracked enemy, which is...
Also, I hate when something says tutorial and it's just like, here's a rambling video. Like, that's the least helpful thing you can do.
The last thing you need to know is how to execute a successful depth charge attack. The problem consists in hitting a moving object in 3D space with a weapon that has a considerable delay between being fired and hitting the target. In general, the attack has to be made in such a way as to drop the depth charges with a lead ahead of the U-boat's bow.
I do think there's a little visualizers for this, though, at least.
What is more, the depth charge fuse must be set for shallow, medium, or deep. Bear in mind that the deeper you set the fuse, the longer it takes the depth charges to reach the set depth. The optimal time to drop depth charges is calculated by an analog computer called the Tactical Range Recorder. It measures the speed of closing the distance between your destroyer and the target, and will help you to decide when to give the order to fire. Because of that, pay close attention to what the tutorial says about using the TRR.
So this was the tutorial.
Between success and failure. In reality, the chances of hitting a U-boat with depth charges were rather slim, but due to the devastating effects that even close misses had on the submarine's morale, harassing and suppressing the U-boat was often enough to make its crew abandon further attack attempts, at least for some time. Now that you understand the most essential facts about anti-submarine warfare in the Second World War, you can proceed.
I was wondering that
with the
too.
tutorial.
Yeah, Z spelling is very uncommon. Oh, this is a UI. Okay.
All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
This is very minimalist.
All engines ahead 1/3.
All engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
Rudder 10 degrees left.
Rudder 10 degrees left. Aye, sir.
Rudder 5 degrees left.
Rudder 5 degrees left. Aye, sir.
Oh, final.
Rudder 15 degrees left.
Hard left rudder. Aye, sir.
Hard right rudder.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Rudder 20 degrees right.
Rudder 20 degrees right. Aye, sir.
New course 010.
Course 010. Aye, sir. Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 039er. Range 2,900 yards. Bridge combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing 039. Range 2,900 yards. I designate contact able. Time 06. Contact able now bears 039er. Range 2,700 yards.
Rudder 5 degrees left.
Rudder 5 degrees left. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard. Contact able now bears 037. Range 2,600 yards.
Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead full.
All engines ahead full. Contact able now bears 038. Range 2,500 yards.
Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Rudder 5 degrees right.
Rudder 5 degrees right. Aye, sir.
It's a weird sort of appeal to sort of minimalism.
Rudder amidships.
Rudder contact able now bears 041. Range 2,300 yards.
Rudder 5 degrees left.
Rudder 5 degrees left. Aye, sir.
It kind of reminds me of that Iron Lung game.
Aye, sir.
Just you're in this tiny box.
Contact able now bears 047. Range 2,000 yards.
Ships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Oh,
Contact able now
I thought that was a
bears
static image.
052. Range 1,800 yards.
Oh boy.
Contact Able.
This is not useful information.
5-2. Range 1,800 yards. Contact Able. Now bears 0-5-2. Range 1,800 yards.
Oh, that helps.
Contact Able. Now bears 0-5-1. Range 1,800 yards.
Stand by to fire.
I did not follow that at all.
Contact Able. Now bears 0-5-0. Range 1,900 yards.
Start tracking contact. Target acquired. Fire.
Contact Able. Now bears 0-4-9er. Range 1,900 yards.
Target bearing 049. Range 1,900 yards. Load illumination rounds. Illuminate 048.
Contact Able. Now bears 0-4-9er. Range 1,900 yards.
Target bearing 050. Range 1,800 yards.
Yeah, this is just full simulation.
Lost contact Able. Last bearing 0-4-8. Last range 1,700 yards.
Sorry, what am I doing with this?
Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 3-0-0-2-0-3-0.
Active search 3 0 0 through 0 3 0. Aye, sir.
Sonar, combat. Investigate arc 255 through 075.
Combat sonar. Investigating our combat sonar. New sonar contact. Bearing 355. Range 900 yards.
This is all very readable.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 354. Range 800 yards. Bearing steady.
Combat sonar. Contact Able. Now bears 3-5-3. Range 700 yards. Combat sonar. Contact Able. Now bears 3-5-3. Range 700 yards. Combat sonar. Contact Able. Now bears 3-5-3. Range 700 yards. Very strong propeller noise.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 351. Range 700 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 351. range 700 yards. Combat sonar, contact, able, now bears 3, 5, 1, range 600 yards, bearing steady.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Combat sonar, contact, able, now bears 3, 4, 9, range
Oh, okay.
600 yards, very strong propeller noise.
All engines ahead. 2/3.
All engines ahead, 2/3. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar, contact, able, now bears 0, 0, 3, range 500 yards, estimated depth shallow. Combat sonar, contact, able, now bears 0, 0, 3, range 300 yards, estimated depth shallow.
I feel like I missed the window, honestly.
Combat sonar, contact, able, now bears 0, 0, 3, range 100 yards, estimated depth shallow.
Oh, here we go.
Fire 1.
Combat sonar, lost
Look
contact,
at the top of it
able,
then.
last bearing 0, 0,
Okay,
fire
it's
2,
scrolling down. Got
last
it. Yeah.
range 100 yards. Combat sonar, regain contact, able,
Fire
bearing 1, 8, 3,
Yeah.
range 100 yards. Combat sonar, lost contact, able, last bearing 1, 8, 3, last range 100 yards.
Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 228. Range 3,500 yards.
Bridge combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing 228. Range 3,500 yards. I designate contact.
Baker, time 0:16.
Contact Baker now bears 227. Range 3,006. Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 153.
This is very visually hard to parse, though.
2,800 yards.
Bridge combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing 153. Range 2,800 yards. I designate contact Charlie. Time 0:17.
Contact Baker now bears 226. Range 3,600 yards. Antler reporting.
Antler, this is Bloodhound. Take new station in convoy screen.
Roger. Antler taking station.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Proceed to engage contact. Baker.
Roger. Mountie engaging contact. Baker. Maple reporting.
Black Cat, this is Bloodhound. Attack.
We've lost Sergeant Sullivan. All ships. Maneuver to avoid.
Lost contact. Charlie. Last bearing. 157. Last range. 2,800 yards.
Sergeant Sullivan has been torpedoed and is on fire.
Roger. Black Cat, attacking contact. Charlie. Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Engaging sub.
There's a lot of radio chatter on trying to read this.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Periscope, feather, sight. Northeast, 3 miles. From convoy.
Maple, reporting.
Maple, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to pick up survivors from Sergeant Sullivan, bearing 059, range 1,300 yards. From guide.
Roger. Maple searching. Sergeant Sullivan. Position for survivors bearing 059. Range 1,300 yards. From guide.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Periscope, feather, sight. Northeast, 3 miles. From convoy.
Okay, that was certainly tutorial.
There are 3 elements that are absolutely crucial to U-boat tactics: speed, flanking, and the element of surprise. Let's begin with speed. The submerged U-boat is roughly as fast as the convoy, so it cannot effectively catch up on it from behind. It would first need to surface to make more speed, yet at the cost of being attacked by escort gunfire. Therefore, the most dangerous kind of enemy is the clever U-boat captain who approaches submerged from the front of the convoy, maintaining the element of surprise, unless you detect him with the sonar. Most enemy captains, however, will approach the convoy on the surface, for reasons already mentioned in the ASW 101 video. As for flanking, torpedoes had the highest chance of hitting the target when fired at the so-called broadside, i.e. not at the bow or the stern of the target, but at its side, which made for a much larger target.
Hey, broadside is a pretty self-evident term.
Flanking position within 1,500 yards of the convoy, and give it enough time at periscope depth, they will be able to shoot whole salvos of well-aimed torpedoes, potentially sinking a few merchant ships in one fell swoop. Also, the Wolfpack tactics used by U-boats were based on advantage in numbers in an attempt to swarm and overwhelm the escorts by attacking from multiple directions at the same time. This was supposed to create a shock effect and confuse the escorts by creating chaos and giving them more targets that they could handle at a time. In order to help you prevent that, here is a handful of tactical advice. The best area for U-boats to attack from are the convoy flanks. Prevent them from sneaking into good firing positions, and convoy survivability will rise exponentially. U-boats approaching submerged from the front of the convoy can be a nasty surprise. Whenever possible, maintain at least minimal sonar coverage aimed towards the front of the convoy. If you manage to attack and suppress a U-boat long enough, it will stay submerged and will eventually end up behind the convoy. If that is the case, it will be almost impossible for it to catch up without surfacing, and its threat will have been nullified, at least for some time. Try to attack U-boats as far away from the convoy as possible. However, once they break through, make sure to recall your escorts, close the formation, and aggressively defend the flanks. The U-boats will attempt to exploit any holes in your defenses to get there and fire multiple torpedoes. So if any U-boats break through into this zone, attack them with all your might, or their torpedoes will start to wreak havoc in the convoy. Sooner or later, you will be able to determine the main vector of the attack. Once that happens, relocate more escorts there from the other flank of the convoy as soon as possible. Bear in mind that such formation changes will take a while, so try not to jump the gun, as it may cost you a lot of time later to reverse a bad decision. Whenever possible, attack a U-boat with more than one ship. Also, try coordinating your attacks with other escorts. Just watch out for collisions, and you will be fine. If multiple U-boats break through and swarm the convoy flanks, chaos will ensue and you will start losing ships. Don't panic and stay on your toes, as this is the most difficult time of the battle. When it comes, make sure your escorts are prioritizing the right targets, and try not to get lost in the entanglement. If you make it through this difficult part, you will most likely succeed in suppressing and repelling the enemy. If you start losing ships, don't panic. Check the radar or the tactical station in combat. Deduce where the torpedo may have come from, and make a strong presence in the area to prevent the U-boat from taking further shots on the convoy. Use air support to harass U-boats that are beyond your reach, or quickly relocate it to suppress multiple U-boats when they get dangerously close to the convoy's flank. Remember that air support will force a U-boat to submerge, thus preventing it from firing its torpedoes. Some U-boat captains will submerge and hide under the convoy, or even try to sneak to the other flank. This is a bad situation for you, as it is very dangerous to track and attack U-boats within the convoy due to a high probability of collisions. And lastly, be aggressive and do not let the enemy take the initiative. The longer you hesitate, the more time you are giving the U-boats to reach optimal firing positions and aim their torpedoes. Harass them, never let up, and focus all your assets to the fullest. That concludes the presentation of U-boat and escort tactics.
Okay, I followed some of that. Tutorial? Are you going to go back to the menu or something? Yes. Okay, I'm not giving this a search time. No. So, I will mess around with this for like a moment. Let's see if I can do anything. But I'm not doing the whole thing. Not this late. So I got one more game to go after this one too. Alright. We'll need that hand back eventually.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat.
See ya.
Sub sighted, southwest, 6 miles.
All escorts, our eyes in the sky found a sub 223, range 4,000 yards from the convoy center.
Okay, trying to put that into an actual, like, naturally sounding intro is kind of funny.
Maintain sector patrols, increase vigilance.
Bloodhound, roger. Moving toward threat as reported. Out.
Lost contact. Able. Last bearing. 223. Last range. 3,700 yards. Captain I. Officer of the deck. Set general quarters.
What is the camera doing here?
General quarters, all hands man your battle stations. Set conditions zebra throughout the ship.
Stern depth charge, detail manned and ready. Main battery reports manned and ready. Engineering officer of the watch reports engineering manned and ready. Zebra set, 4 boilers online. Max speed 32 knots. Electric plant split, all fire pumps online.
Very well.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Periscope, feather, sight. Southwest, 5 miles from convoy.
Standard.
All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
Rudder. 25 degrees left.
Rudder, 25 degrees left. Aye, sir. Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Air support on station.
Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Sonar, combat. Investigate arc 240 through 330.
Combat sonar. Investigating arc. 240 through 330. Sonar I.
Sonar, combat. Investigate arc 204 through 294.
Combat sonar. Investigating arc. 204 through 294. Sonar I.
Hmm. And this is the what the hell even is this screen?
Combat sonar. New sonar contact. Bearing 221. Range 2,300 yards.
All engines ahead, 2/3.
All engines ahead, 2/3. Aye, sir.
Rudder, 25 degrees right.
Rudder 25 degrees right. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 225. Range 1,900 yards. Strong propeller noise. Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 329er. Range 6,000 yards.
Bridge, combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing.
Don't know why the two things here.
9. Range 6,000 yards. I designate contact Baker. Time 18:11.
Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing
225. Last range, 1,700 yards.
Sonar. This is the captain. Perform active search. 3132043.
Active search, 313
through 043.
Aye, sir.
Stand by to fire.
Where was that one that had yeah, this.
Mountie reporting.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. You're clear to engage.
Roger. Mountie engaging.
Stand by to fire.
Fire. Load illumination round. Illuminate 2, 2, 4. Load point detonating rounds.
Okay, I was doing okay for a bit, and I have totally lost track of what's going on. But yeah, this is interesting. It's very, just, you know, look at some awful 1940s radar graphs. Yeah, I like that it exists. It is not for me.